Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are located. Welcome to our Esports Fellowship Program third cohort. It is great to have you all here. I think we have 33 people right now connected. We may be missing a few more, but I think we can already start with our session, with our fellowship program. Thank you for being here again. This is our orientation session. So just a quick reminder, please make sure if you have any questions, just write them down in the chat. There will be someone moderating the chat, checking the chat. And then please save those questions also. If you don't want to write them in the chat, you may write them, you may save them. We will have at the end of the session a Q&A part for you guys to ask the questions that you may have. Okay, so I think we are ready now. We have 34 people, maybe a few more coming soon, but we can start now. So Benjamin. Yeah, so like I said, welcome everyone. This is the APRU Esports Fellowship Program third cohort. So before we get into details and before we start talking about this fellowship program, I would like to give you some details and some background about APRU and what APRU is. So APRU is APRU is the Association of Pacific Rim Universities. APRU is a network of leading universities that links the Americas, that includes Latin America and North America, Asia and Australasia. And it brings together thought leaders like all of you that are here, researchers, that some of you that may be here, and policy makers, to exchange ideas and collaborate in the challenges that are present in the 21st century. The APRU was first founded in 1997. It was founded with 34 members or universities. And right now we have 60 universities that are spread all around 19 economies. In this slide, you can find the QR code to our website. So feel free to visit our website later on. And then these are the main areas where APRU focuses on. And then for today and for this program, we will be focusing on esports. So in the next slide, I will show you briefly where we are located. These are some of the countries where we are present, some of the economies, and then all the universities that are part of APRU. But now that I have addressed who we are, let me start getting into topic, and let me start talking about the working group and the fellowship program that we're working on. So I haven't introduced myself, so let me introduce myself. My name is David. I'm originally from Colombia, but I have been living and working in Hong Kong for almost 10 years. I am part of APRU of the networks and student programs. And then pretty much along with these people that you can see here, we have been working on putting all of this together. So I would just like to invite my colleague, Benjamin, to introduce himself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Benjamin Zhou. I'm in the same time zone as David. I'm the program manager at APRU. So my job is more academic research related. We manage the projects including sustainable cities and landscape, global health, etc. So if you are interested in our other programs, feel free to visit our website. Welcome.
Hello, guys. My name is Adriana Rojas. I'm Mexican and I work at APRU. It's my honor to be here with you and see many of you participating in this last fellowship program. Very welcome to the program. So, Eli, please go ahead.
Welcome to Esports Fellowship Program. Good afternoon from Monterrey. My name is Maria Elisa Martinez. I'm leader of Export Nacional at Tec de Monterrey. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for being here. Welcome. Ricardo?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Ricardo Montes. I'm from Mexico City. I just graduated this semester. I competed all my academic years in League of Legends. I've won 1 bronze and 1 silver medal in national competitions. And I'm also president of the esports student group of organization in my campus. I also made the rubric to give scholarships for League of Legends at the national scale. And I just created an esports team named Kunsa. So now, on behalf of all student community that shares the love for video games, I want to welcome you and invite you to continue to promote esports in your university. I also want to invite you to follow your dreams because in my experience, they do come true. So welcome.
Hi, I'm Claudia. I'm my last year of career. I'm studying video game development. And as well, I'm here at APRU because I was vice president with Ricardo at our video game program. So yeah, that's it. Melly.
Perfect. Thank you, Claudia. And I'm Melissa. I study engineering and robotics, and well, I'm also a fellowship student. I've had experience as a Twitch streamer. I've casted several League of Legends tourneys, and also I've learned everything about setting up new Twitch users. So if you end up having any questions or, I mean, whatever you will want to comment, we will be all open. Ricardo, Claudia, we are all the 3 students. So welcome everyone, and going back to the Fellowship Esports Working Group. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, guys. So again, let's just get more into topic, and then I would like to explain to you guys why we have these fellows from Tec de Monterrey. So Benjamin? So the APRU Esports Fellowship Program was launched in 2021, and at that time there was, as we all know, big happenings with the pandemic. And then from APRU and some universities, we found out that what is something that we can provide to students that they can focus on during the pandemic and during times of restriction. So Tec de Monterrey, that we have their team here today, took the lead in developing this program along with APRU and other universities that some of you guys are actually part of. And then we launched the APRU Esports Fellowship Program in 2021. As you guys know, this is the 3rd year we are running this fellowship program. And then we have had around, including yourself, 130 participants in the fellowship. The main goals of this fellowship are to connect universities around esports coordination, to develop comprehensive sports platforms where universities can develop esports programs, be it competitions, perhaps among universities, education programs, research as well. We have a research working group as well related to esports, and also maybe development opportunities in the esports arena. Also, which is, I think, is something very important that we can agree on, how to take out the taboo of what esports is, and then how it can be a healthy style of living if we do it responsibly, and then bringing communities together, which is something very important that I read in your guys' applications, how esports have been beneficial for you as creating a sense of community. So that's the fellowship program, but let me walk you through the summary of the participation for this fellowship program. So we have a total of, yes, the next slide. For this program, we have 42 people that have registered and that should be here with us today, from 8 different economies and from 12 different universities. You guys can see here we have people from Canada, from Chile, from mainland China, from Mexico, from Korea, from USA, from Singapore, and from New Zealand. So it's a very diverse group of people, which we are very confident they will share, all of you guys will share different insights about how you perceive esports and how esports is perceived in your university, which eventually would enrich the program. And we hope it would be an enriching opportunity for you. So following up, let me just walk you through our rundown, the rundown of our day. And then what will we be doing today? We will have, like I said, the welcoming. Thanks to Melissa for that. The introduction of our team, the participant summary, which I just did. We will have a photo time later on after this. And then the team from Tech has prepared an ice-breaking game that will be led by Ricardo. And after that, we will introduce more stuff and more things about the fellowship. For example, the topics, the sessions structure, which is actually quite important. We want you to understand the commitments and responsibilities, and also the final project, which is something that you guys will have to present at the end of this fellowship. At the end, we will have a Q&A session. So if you have any questions, again, please write them down in the chat or just save them, so we would open the floor at the end of this session for your questions. Okay. So I just want to get into the topics that we will be talking about during this session. We will have during this fellowship program, we will have a total of 4 sessions, including today. But today is only orientation. And then the first session, which will be exactly in 1 week, will be about well-being and esports. We would have speakers we will have Carlos Ordóñez from National AVP from Student Wellbeing from Tech, and also we have Doctor of Chiropractic Ramon Flores. The structure of this session will be speaker presentation, and I will get into the structure later on with more details. We will have breakout room sharing, and then we will have briefing. So in this session, we would touch topics, or we would invite our speakers to touch topics about like physical implications of gamers, mental health in esports, tips to maintain a healthy living while you're doing esports, if you're into the esports field, misconceptions and maybe fake information about esports. As we know, our grandmas or our parents always told us if we play too much esports and so on, our eyes would get squared or stuff like that. At least that was what I was told when I was a kid. So all of these topics we would explore during this session. We would also talk about networking with sports companies. This is on our second session. We would have speaker Charles Fauchette, co-founder of KIX Sports. And then this session will be moderated by Terence Long, from the senior manager from Digital Entertainment of Cyberport. Cyberport is a technological hub here in Hong Kong that hosts more than 1,900 startups and technology companies. So the structure would be same as session 1, and then it would be on the 21st of July for Hong Kong time, and then for the Americas it would be 20th of July. And the last session we will have is about the future of esports in the universities, academic options and scholarships, perhaps. I'm glad to see some of our mentors here that will be participating in that session. That is a panel session, so our panelists will share their input in a presentation that is about 10 minutes or so. And then after that, we would have moderated Q&A, and then we would open the stage for everyone that would like to ask questions about this. So that's the session that we will have. So please, although I already have been bombarding you with emails, save those dates in your calendar so you won't miss these sessions. And then we can go to the structure of our session. So let me just walk you through how our sessions are going to be. First, we will have presentations from speakers. This, of course, is for session 1 and 2. The third session I just briefly explained before. But for session 1 and 2, we will have presentations, and then that will last around 45 minutes. We will ask speakers to prepare 3 questions for you guys. We will then divide you in different breakout rooms, which will be 6 to 7 people per breakout room. And the idea is that you can have a sharing, or you can have a debate. Perhaps you can go against each other's ideas respectfully, obviously, about these questions. And then after this, you guys will come into one person will be selected from each group to share those answers in the briefing session. And also we will open the floor. Hopefully we can have speakers during that time too, so they can answer some of your questions in case you have some. So that would be the session's structure. I hope it's been clear. And then we think this is a good way to create interaction among participants, but also to learn from the expertise of those speakers that will be sharing their input. Your commitments, what we expect from you guys and what we hope you guys can bring into this fellowship will be to actively share your practices, your personal practices and your university practices as well. And then it's very nice to see how you guys are engaged from the beginning. I can see people like stepping in and sharing. So just being active, having an active role in discussing, in moderating, and in sharing these answers or these ideas that you have. We hope and we expect that you attend all 4 sessions unless there are unforeseen circumstances, but it's important that you guys join all sessions, that you submit the final project, which will be explained in the next slide, not yet, Benjamin, that will be explained by Claudia, that we will have an evaluation survey so we know what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong and what can we improve. So it's very important to receive your feedback. And of course, and most importantly, that throughout the sessions, you have an appropriate code of conduct, that you're respectful to each other, and that we can build a strong community based on respect. Okay, so once you complete all these commitments, we will be certifying you. We will giving you a certificate of participation in this fellowship program that we hope it will be beneficial in the future. It will be enriching for your CV. So now I will pass the floor to Claudia, which will give you guys more details about what is this final project about, and I will explain in detail about it. So Claudia, please.
Yes, okay, so as an overview, the final project is a video, and in this video, we want to know about your university and you. So how are esports in your university? And with this, we mean spaces, tournaments, what have you learned as well of this fellowship? How do you think esports will continue in the future? But let's go a little bit more into the specifics. So as I said, it's a video, and this is team-based. This means that it will be done by universities. So if there are 4, 5, even 6 persons in your university, that's your team. And if you are only 1 person as well, you are your own team. So that's important. The language, well, it can be English or your native language, but it has to have English subtitles. Like, it must be understandable for everyone. The delivery format, a video that is going to be uploaded on YouTube and the APRU website. The length is 5 to 8 minutes. If you're editing the video and you see that you really need 1 or 2+ minutes to get all the information that we're asking, is okay, there's no problem, but we do want you to cover as many points as possible. The submission deadline, it's Monday, July 31st on midnight, but Hong Kong time. So this is important. You need to convert the time of wherever you are to Hong Kong time. And as I said, it's going to be uploaded. So please do not use any copyright material. With this, we mean images, video clips, music, anything that you use, you need to be the owner, or it has to not have any copyright. Okay, so the video content. First, we need you to tell us how and when esports started at your university and how it's developing right now. So if it started as a club and now it's a scholarship, or if it's still a club, or if it's not something so official, we want to know all of that. The esports structure at your university, do you have classes? Do you have representatives, teams, intramural tournaments, or you go into tournaments that are made by other organizations? And do you have any type of resource? Then the esports team, if you have, do you have benefits? What type of commitments you have, responsibilities and benefits of being part of this team? If you have in-campus tournaments, how is their structure? What games do you play? And who is responsible for organizing them? And if you could get as well some information, for example, how many participants, that would be really valuable. Then designated spaces, if you have any. So where do you play esports? Do you have an arena? Do you have just a classroom? Do you bring your own computers and your own switch or whatever, or the school gives them to you? Then best outcomes and highlights that esports has brought you to your university. Like, what do you think are the greatest things that you have learned or you have taken out of these esports? The future of esports at your university, your own opinion. And as well, what have you learned as a person and professional of being part of the esports ecosystem at your university? This is important for us. So please, as well, we want to get to know you. So we just don't want like information as crazy, but we want to get to know you. And we want to, yeah, hear funny things, your anecdotes, whatever you feel the need to tell us. And finally, what have you learned in this fellowship program in the 4 sessions that we'll be having? And as well, if you have got any person that was on the first cohorts, if you want to talk to them and they as well bring that knowledge, what did they learn when it was their turn to be in this fellowship, that would be as well appreciated. So finally, some notes. If you cannot cover all these points because some things you don't know them or you don't know who to go with, it's okay, but we really want you, please, to make the best to get all this information. So get in touch with students, with professors, whoever is in charge of esports in your school, in your university. And as I said, we want to get to know you. So please be funny, include anecdotes, your own videos, your own experiences. We want to get to know all of that. And I guess this is it for the final project. And now I will give the word to Meli.
There you go. Thank you, everyone. Benjamin, if we could go to the next one. We only have a next questions and answers section. So if anyone has a question, you can raise your hand and say the question, or you could also just type it in the chat and we'll be sure to answer it. If there's no questions, then we can advance. But everyone, if you have any questions, you can raise your hands. Else we can continue.
So just in case you don't have questions right now, but you may have them later on, there's 2 things. Number one, Adriana has shared in the chat the website, the link to our website. So feel free to visit our website. All the information that has been shared here today is on the website, and also we will upload this video for your reviewing if you need any information here. So feel free to do that. And then if you don't feel like doing that, or if you don't find any answers either on the website or on the video, just make sure you feel free to email me. You have my email. I have been emailing you quite a lot. And then Adriana, I think, also just wrote and shared my email in the chat. So feel free to contact me anytime about that. Okay. So if there's no questions, Melissa, you can.
Perfect. Well, thank you, everyone, for all the attention right now. Well, I think that's it. If anyone else would like to add anything, to give any more announcements, we have only to mention that the next session is going to be at 9 a.m. at the 14th of July, but this is Hong Kong time. So now again, it is usually at the same time that we did it in this time. So you're in Mexico, it's about 6 p.m. So thank you, everyone, for being here today. And that's it for today's session. And we'll have the next one, which is session number 1, Wellbeing in Esports. So thank you for being here today, and we'll see you on the 14th of July. Thank you, everyone.